Hi, I'm Kieran McCarthy, sports editor of the Southern Star newspaper, and I'm here with our GA correspondent John Bohan to have a look at what's coming up in this week's Southern Star. I suppose the big news of the week is Alan O'Connor has become the seventh Cork footballer to step back from the inter-county scene. It came as a shock to many yesterday when the news first broke. Your own thoughts on it, John?
Yeah, it came as a shock. Alan has cited work commitments. It's very unfortunate again. Alan was a great player, made his debut in 2008, breed physical presence. He was a dominant midfielder, really established himself in the Cork team, great partnerships with Nicholas Murphy, and it's sad news for Brian Colbert. He was trying to build a new team, but he had a great career at Cork, young man, 28, but he's working electrician, young family, and work commitments really have notified him travelling up to Cork. But he's a big loss to Cork. He was a great player, and sad news, alright.
We have a big interview with Alan this week. I spoke to him last night after the news broke, and he explains his reasons for stepping back from the Cork panel. He's a young family. He's living out in Cahill, and it's a big ask, especially with the demands on inter-county players nowadays. You need 100% dedication, 100% commitment to give it your all, and Alan feels us right now that he just can't give that. And I suppose with Alan gone and a few more gone out, it's opened up the options. Well, I suppose it's lessened the options for Cork, especially in that midfield area. You know, there isn't too many fellas there right now.
Definitely. I mean, and there was a lot of people waiting for the announcement of the squad last week. Great excitement. It offers up a massive opportunity for young lads stepping up. I mean, the midfield berth now that Alan O'Connor has vacated, you've Kevin O'Driscoll, Tadhg McCarg will be pushing hard for it. Andrew Sullivan, Castleton-Bear, Owen Keane, St Finbars, Aidan Walsh will be another key player. He'll be one of the most experienced fellas now. But the Cork squad was, everyone was waiting for it last week, and when it eventually came, there was good news for the players. Great to see John Hayes, Carbery Rangers. He's had a great couple of years with his club over the last few seasons. Very consistent, great player, still has a lot to offer Cork football in my opinion. Colm O'Driscoll had a great year as well with the Cork Juniors and his own club and with Carbery, so it's great to see those lads getting included in the squad. And Sheen Dawnies was another notable inclusion in the squad, great player, and just reward for a good campaigner like Alan.
There was a huge West Cork representation when Brian Colbert named his now 37-man panel, and as well as that in this week's Southern Star we've all the local GNUs. John, it was a good weekend I suppose on the local front for a lot of clubs like Castlehaven, Bantry Blues, the under-16s there in both clubs.
Tremendous wins. I mean, Bantry they won after replay against Mallow, another great game, super win. I mean, to win a Premier and under-16 is a great achievement. Shows that there's young fellas stepping up to the mark there. Bantry have a new manager, Richard Harrington. He'll be delighted with these young fellas who will hopefully step up to minor and progress up to under 21 and so on. Castlehaven continued their super run over the year, winning 3 counties is a phenomenal achievement. Their under-16s were marvellous again last Sunday. Young Maguire had a great game. So I mean, there's super talent emerging through the Castlehaven ranks, and to win 3 counties for small parish is a brilliant achievement and great year for them in total.
As well as that, we've plenty more sport in this week's Southern Star. We've Keith Cronin. Unfortunately, Keith wasn't successful in his bid to get to the WRC last weekend. He crashed out in the rally in Britain there over the weekend and stuff. And also we've a big interview with Cathal O'Donovan. He's from Dunmanway. He's the Irish duathlon champion. For those who don't know, duathlon, it's I suppose the small brother of the triathlon. It's the event consists of running and cycling, and Cathal is the Irish champion. But he's a very interesting story that we tell in this week's Southern Star, because last year before the World Championships he suffered a very bad fall off a bike and coming from the UCC farm to his home in Model Farm Road. He was 3 months on the sidelines as such, but he came back this year and he's had a fantastic year. As well as that, we also have an interview with George Hook, the well-known RT broadcaster and stuff. He's a new book out, This is Rugby, and as part of the interview we have 3 copies of his new book up for grabs, so check out this week's Southern Star for that and a lot more.